Here we go. So tonight we're going to do a spiritual transition from cannibals to the gospel. That was the topic given to me. This is a game that we're playing with those who are live in the Striving for Eternity Academy that watch live. You get to give me something, and I never know what, to transition from whatever they give me to the gospel. It's a game that we play because the more we play this, the better we're going to get at being able to turn any conversation into a gospel conversation whenever we choose to. We don't have to pray for an opportunity, we can make an opportunity. So if someone is talking about cannibals, can you transition from cannibals to the gospel? Well, off the cuff, this is how I might go about doing it, and you might have a different idea. But my way of doing it would be, when I think about cannibals, what do cannibals do? Cannibals are known for eating other human beings, but it's a very interesting thing about almost every cannibal tribe that I've ever researched. I actually did look into them sometime. As a child, I was curious about cannibals. And so I had researched them. And one of the interesting things is that almost every cannibal tribe has a rule that they do not eat their own. In other words, they don't eat people within their own tribe. They will eat people from outside tribes. Interesting enough, if you are a traitor to the tribe, they kick you out of the tribe and you're immediately, well, possibly dinner. There was a missionary to a cannibal island, and John Patton is his name. When he was on the island, he was trying to reach out to these people. When his wife and child died, he actually slept on their graves for fear that the cannibals would dig up his wife and son and eat them. He had tried ministering to these people for a long time, unsuccessfully, so the world would say. But what ended up happening with this cannibal tribe was that one man was kicked out of the tribe. He immediately feared for his life because he knew he might become dinner. And he went to the only man that they seemed to have enough fear of that they wouldn't eat, and that was John Patton. John Patton led this man to Christ. This man ended up going back into his own tribe, and with the help of John Patton, led many of them to Christ. Now, what's interesting about the cannibals is that they have a rule: they do not eat their own. It shows that they have a morality. They know that there's some limits that shouldn't be crossed. And though they think it's okay to eat others, they know it would be wrong to eat their own. The reality is, it shows that they have a morality. This morality, even though we would say, gee, eating people's bad, well, that's true, it would be, but the thing is that they know there's a right and a wrong, and that morality, an absolute morality, can only come from an absolute moral law giver, and that's God. So that's how I would transition from someone talking on cannibalism to the gospel. At that point I could then get into what God did when he died on the cross. So that's how I would do it. How would you go about transitioning from cannibals to the gospel?